Limulids, or much more commonly horseshoe crabs, are arthropods that live in shallow marine environments. While not true crabs, they're part of the subphylum Chelicerata, the same group that includes scorpions, spiders, and mites. You may be wondering why not just call them sea spiders or sea scorpions. Well, those are different things. Horseshoe crabs are ancient animals, like really ancient. They're damn near identical to fossils dating back to the Jurassic period. You can just sort of sense by looking at these things that they're ancient. They just look anachronistic somehow. There are 4 species of horseshoe crab known today. The one Zorak found, eventually, is the Japanese horseshoe crab. Guess where they live? Holy crap, you're right. You also have the giant horseshoe crab and the mangrove horseshoe crabs found all around Southeast Asia. The 4th one is the Atlantic horseshoe crab, found all down the Atlantic coast of North America to the Gulf of Mexico. Check out the armor covering these things. They are completely covered in armor plating. Underneath they have 6 pairs of legs used all for locomotion and moving the worms and mollusks they most commonly eat to their mouths. They've also got a simple pair of book lungs, similar to most spiders and scorpions, behind these legs. Common thing told by people living along the coast is that their long pointy armored tail is a stinger. It's not. It's not at all. It's rigid and stiff and it's just pointy. The horseshoe crab is completely harmless. In fact, if you ever, happen to find one somewhere, you should stick your hand in its legs. Come on, do it. Feels good, man. They actually use these tails to right themselves if they get flipped over by planting it into the sand and using it as a lever. For a long time, horseshoe crabs were considered junk animals. Even in Southeast Asia, they're seldom eaten. Not only do they not have a taste of what little meat they have, their eggs have been known to have tetrodotoxin present. Fishermen in the North Atlantic have long used horseshoe crab meat as bait for eels and as fertilizer. However, as of recent times, their population has dropped significantly to the point there is a permanent moratorium on their harvest in South Carolina and a temporary one in New Jersey and Delaware. The drop in population is actually having a notable effect on the migratory shorebirds that feed on the horseshoe crab eggs during the breeding season. Their most notable use to humans, though, is their blood. Horseshoe crab blood is different from our own and other mammals in that it doesn't have hemoglobin, but hemocyanin. Due to the copper and hemocyanin, limulids have blue blood. We use the blood of the Atlantic horseshoe crab for the detection of bacterial endotoxins. Acquiring the blood is simple. You collect the crabs, you bleed it out, and then you release it back to the sea. The crabs almost always survive and we get their blood. Perhaps it's us. We were the sea Draculas all along.